Hey everybody, Scott Kafka with the Feldman Group real estate team, reaching out to you guys. Here we are, we're having a hurricane coming our way. So we want to reach out to you and give you some tips to get you through this week, okay? So what you'll see, you have a list here of different things here behind us. A lot of them are going to be things you've heard before, but we really need to drill home for you. And then we'll have a few other extra tips here at the end that you really don't think about, okay? All right, so number one, planning. Listen to your storm updates. Watch your local news. Watch the Weather Channel too, but really pay attention to the local news reports. Also, as you see here, local officials. You want to be listening closely to what they're saying because that's going to pertain to how you're going to be affected here locally. So listen to your police chief, the local mayor, the governor, what they're requesting of you to do in order to be prepared for this storm. Number two, know your situation. So everybody's different. Everybody has different scenarios that they're going to have to put up with, whether you have pets, grandparents, parents that you need to take care of, kids, different situations that are going to require different preparedness. So as you can see here, insurance, make sure all your insurance is up to date, that you have your documents, all your important documents, maybe scan an extra one, have some on you in a little portable filing cabinet, something like that. Flood zones. Know your flood zones, know if you're in a flood zone. Just be aware of other things like drainage areas, retention ponds, different things like that can cause flooding even if you're not close to water because they can be affected by the tides. Evacuation routes. Know the ones closest to you and the ones you want to be thinking about that might be the best for you to get out of town with. Also, try to carpool if you can. If you can fit everybody into one car, fit the fam into one car, leave another car in the garage that's well covered, go that route. The less cars on the highway, the better. As you see here, we have number three, supplies. Supplies is a big one. So the one that you hear the most is water, water, water. So what we want to say is you need 1 gallon per person per day for 3 days. So you're looking at 3 gallons per person in your family. Also a little tip also when it comes to that is to fill up your bathtubs, and then any bottled water that you may have, freeze it, a way to keep things cold, and just to have that extra water when it defrosts, right? Number four, food. Non-perishable items. So we're thinking canned tuna, salmon, soups. It's gonna get stressful. It could possibly get stressful. So comfort foods are great as well. Your chips, your Twinkies, your Hostess cakes, things like that. And number five, unplugged. Get ready to be without power. The best situation I could suggest is get a generator. If you can afford to go out and grab one of those, definitely do it. That's a nice thing to have. Get your propane, definitely for your grills, and so you can cook, things like that when there is no electricity. And then also unplugged, you're gonna wanna get your games, your card games, things like that, because when there's no iPads or any phones to use, when they're out of juice, the kids might go a little crazy. You might go a little stir crazy as well. So board games, card games, anything like that to occupy your time is we highly suggest. And then another thing that I like to suggest, just a tip, be neighborly. Help your fellow neighbors out there. They'll do the same for you, hopefully. But definitely take care of your family first, but be as neighborly as possible out there. All right, everybody, that makes up our list for the hurricane preparedness. We're hoping that the storm misses us, but let's hope for the best for the whole East Coast. Take care of each other out there, take care of yourselves, and be safe. Thanks, everybody.